Welcome to another video, and welcome to Dorset, to Swanage, where we're going to take a trip on the Swanage Railway with a steam hauled service.
Travelling the world on planes, trains, trams, and more. Join Mark Hopwood as he shows you some of the great journeys he's made. Travel with him as he takes you to a whole variety of destinations. And just remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and give Mark your comments on this video.
So the Swanage Railway is a preserved branch line from Wareham to Swanage in Dorset. Today we'll be taking a trip just as far as Norden on this steam loco 34070, hauling a mixture of carriages. And 34070 is a locomotive that's synonymous with this part of the world. It's a Battle of Britain class loco built in 1947 to a southern region design, and it ran on BR until 1964. It's owned and operated by a group on the railway. It's one of 6 such locos restored, 2 of which are on the Swanage Railway. And you can see the Swanage Railway has semaphore signals, and after we left Swanage, the journey were underway in an observation car, which we paid a small supplement for at the front of the train. Of course, when the locomotive ran round the train at Norden, we were in the rear of the train, but it was a quieter environment, some better views and more comfortable seats. And we very much enjoyed our trip on the Swanage Railway, and we enjoyed travelling behind a steam loco, and we enjoyed the opportunity to just have a great day out, or at least part of a day out on the Swanage Railway. And the train is leaving Harman's Cross here with the upper quadrant semaphore signals of southern region design. And we're heading now towards Corfe Castle, which of course is a really important intermediate stop on the line, but also gives you a great view of the castle and some of the local scenery as well. You can join the train at Corfe Castle. You can also join at the Park and Ride at Norden, or of course at Swanage itself. And Corfe Castle station is very pretty. There's lots to see in the village. You can see we've just passed the southern region era signal box that exists here at Corfe Castle. And on the other side of the train, some great views of the castle are visible, particularly once the train leaves. And you can see now coming into view Corfe Castle as the train heads north towards Norden. So at Norden, the locomotive has to run round the train. It's uncoupled, it heads north, comes back over a set of crossovers, passes by the carriages. You can see here the locomotive edging slowly by, the driver actually chatting to some of the passengers and talking about giving them an opportunity to take a photograph. The loco will carry on then to the other end of the train, propel gently back onto the carriages, and then it's ready for departure back towards Swanage. It's a very large locomotive. Of course, a lot of preserved railways that are running at 30 miles an hour use less powerful engines, but great to see it. Here's the Devon Bell observation car publicity from when it used to run from Waterloo down to Plymouth. That was the vehicle that we were in. Great to see the history of that displayed in the vehicle, and the Swanage Railway offering that for just £3 extra, which I think is fantastic value. And an opportunity at Norden, if you're travelling back on the same train, which we were, to just have a little wander around the platform and have a look at the train. There's our carriage painted up in Pullman car colours, then fitted with the tail light, as it will be the rearmost vehicle. We were heading back after a morning trip from Swanage. We wanted to get back to Swanage to have some seafood and have lunch on the seafront before we headed back to Bournemouth, where we had an engagement in the afternoon. But you can see here, it's not just about the trains. The stations have been refurbished, upgraded, painted and decorated to a very high standard, and represent I think what southern region stations would have looked like. And here we are again with Corfe Castle alongside the train. Some fantastic views, some great scenery, and it's a lovely trip to look out of the window, and of course the observation car, when it's at the back of the train, just makes it that much better. You get the great views out of the back of the train. And it's also interesting to have a look at the trains, the rolling stock, the locomotives, the steam loco, coal staging, and lots of other.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the 12 o'clock service to Swanage, stopping at Harman's Cross and finally Swanage. Hairston is a request stop. If you wish to get off here, please make sure you inform the guard as soon as possible. The guard can be found in carriage C, which is the middle carriage. Thank you.
So the train journey then took us at a reasonable pace, but relatively sedately, through the northern suburbs of Swanage, some nice houses alongside the railway, past the stable rolling stock.
Good afternoon everyone, we will shortly be arriving at Swanage. Swanage is the end of the line, and this train will be temporarily going out of service, so we need everyone please to leave the train. Please remember to take all of your belongings with you, and please do not try and open the doors until the train has come to a complete stop. Thank you.
And as our train draws slowly into the station at Swanage, past some of the rolling stock and also some of the buses that you'll see in just a moment, that of course brings to a conclusion the trip we've made on the Swanage Railway. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you an insight into the railway, how well it's preserved, the quality of the rolling stock, the views you can have from the train, and has helped you appreciate that it's well worth a trip. So do come down, do visit the railway, and do take a trip on the train. I'll catch you real soon in the next video. If you've enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me and doesn't require much effort. Just press the button and I'll catch up with you on another video very, very soon.
You can buy souvenirs and gifts to remind you of your visit.